I have a loyalty program for you, which basically consists of rewarding your customers for every purchase, and that's how you and the customer benefit. Imagine a loyalty or Advantage card that works on two levels. The customer benefits through cashback. This means cash that he can save while shopping, through points, and through special offers. You benefit by binding your best customers to your business, attracting new customers who are not yet familiar with your business, achieving additional sales, so-called sales of third parties, extensive promotion. Why is customer loyalty so essential? Well, we have 4 factors that affect your business model and threaten your company's survival. 1. Price setting. No matter how much money people earn, if they can save a few pennies somewhere, they will go with it. 2. Online stores. No matter what products I'm looking for, I can order almost anything 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, from the convenience of my sofa or on the go through an app. And all is being delivered straight to my home. 3. Cost pressure. We all know that, and it is closely related to the subject of price setting. Rents, energy, personnel, and other additional costs are steadily increasing. 4. Total market transparency. I'm standing somewhere in the market square looking for a bakery. I have a look at Google Maps. Where is the next bakery? Sometimes there are also ratings, customer comments, or even price comparisons. Everything is transparent. Prices, reviews. That places you under additional pressure. These are the 4 factors that threaten your livelihood and your long-term economic existence. Using the conventional solutions in order to counteract can backfire. The typical approaches to avoid this threat: you lower, as well, the prices. This can lead to a downward loop. It's kind of infinite, not very imaginative, and can be very dangerous as well. I increase my advertising. But where do I advertise? Social media? Classical advertisement? Do I somehow send people out to distribute leaflets? Or should I use newspaper advertisements, coupons, etc.? Go on the offensive and expand. I have to become bigger. It is the attempt to make use of possible scaling effects, or I cut back as much as possible. Saving on staff. Using minimal wage workers who do not understand the business. Bags will from now on only be handed out on demand. I reduce the costs. The above may lead to one's existence being further threatened, as the shown measures are not effective means for small businesses. On the other hand, I firmly believe that there are alternatives that go beyond the price, and that you clearly stand out from other forms of offer. And now you offer the solution. Because, unlike the provider on the net, unlike the anonymous big company, you have the personal contact with your customers. Due to the close proximity, you are dealing with the same topics: the friendly service, and of course, the good advice. This should be one of your strongest selling points. If I buy my rolls at the discount store, there is no baker standing there who can answer my questions on the product. You can just buy a few cheap buns, but getting advice on the ingredients and what you could choose as an alternative is not a service you will receive. You must remember your strengths. That is the basis for a lasting and stable customer relationship, because customers are more demanding today than ever before. And what I propose to you, The key to your long-term business success is active customer retention. Active meaning that nothing happens by the way, but I will be actively pursuing my goal. There are even 3 scientific or statistical studies that show how such things actually work. 1. Customers who are satisfied will tell an average of 3 people of their experience. 2. On the other hand, personally received recommendations will have my trust, more so than an advertisement placed, for example, in a newspaper. 3. And, as we all know, gaining new customers is more expensive than turning existing customers into loyal ones. The expense is 7 times more dearer. So, it is important to start with your current, best customers. This active relationship with your customers, or rather the customer loyalty, is the basis for your economic success. How exactly do I wish to help you on your path to success? Our customer loyalty program focuses on the innermost wishes and motivations of customers. We all love to save money. We just talked about it, about price sensitivity. But we also want to save time. Digging around just to find my discount card with which I can collect points or a stamp? No. Swipe the customer card, and that's it. My cashback goes straight to my customer account. Collecting points. This hunting fever. I want to collect points and receive an award. A recent advertising spot stated, "Bargains are proven to release endorphins." That's right. I not only made a bargain, but also earned something. I bought something and now I even get money back. And especially with younger target groups, there are these little technical gadgets that are so much fun. I can always see what has been added to my account and where I am currently at. I am thereby always up to date. As a customer, I have a good feeling, and above all, I feel rewarded when I shop at this company. Of course, we are not only in the process of picking up on the customer's wishes, but we are also keeping an eye on your goals. The goals of almost every entrepreneur, and I think they are yours too, are loyal customers. I know I repeat myself, but this is the core issue. And new customers. The planned expansion of your area, and thus of your customer base. Of course, you also want to keep cost control. You don't want it getting out of control. And you need competitive advantages to distinguish yourself from others. Our cashback program offers you all this and more. What exactly have I to offer? The ideal solution for you because it increases your sales. It increases customer loyalty. You receive an additional marketing bonus and thus the opportunity for additional income. You gain new customers. You have additional marketing power on channels that you wouldn't have access to otherwise. In this respect, we are handing over a smart tool. Let's start with the first point. Where do the sales increases come from? How can you increase your sales now? There are 3 sources. First, your customer card binds the customers to your business. They rarely become disloyal and visit you more regularly, meaning more often. This is the effect of the so-called loyalty of your customers. Another revenue lever results from the intensification. What does that mean? With the card, customers visit you more often and generate more turnover with every purchase because we create incentives. And you can win new customers from the Cashback World and encourage them to shop at your store, thereby creating intensification, that is to say, more turnover per visit. Loyalty means more total visits, and activation, that is to say, the expansion of the customer base. We also have a number to emphasize this issue. Fact is, 25% of cardholders shop more often with a card because they see the purchase as something they can benefit from and will keep going back there again. In addition to the topic of increased sales, as mentioned above, lasting customer loyalty is also an important issue. The topic of customer loyalty is becoming even more complicated. This has something to do with the increasing digitization, that is to say, use of the internet and mobile phones. I offer you the following options. A loyalty card in your own corporate design. You can create special offers through the system to your customers or cardholders. You have a professional database with all the customer data at a glance. And you can use this system to plan simple actions so that the customers can, for instance, redeem their shopping points. That means you have a professional customer management that is usually only available to large companies, and all for a reasonable, low cost. Let's take a closer look at the details. Create targeted offers for your clientele, both regular customers and new potential customers from our constantly increasing customer base. We have millions of customers worldwide and rising. From this customer pool, you can address customers specifically based on criteria that you have defined. Of course, not all these millions of customers are relevant for you, but the pool does entail a certain amount of customers you would otherwise not be able to reach with your campaigns. For example, if you say that you are well positioned in the city center, but there is a newly developed area with young families that do not visit you very often, you can now address them individually. For example, exclusively for you, 10 freshly baked buns on Saturday mornings for 2 shopping points. And these points can have been collected from anywhere. So they do not have to be from purchases in your store, but they can be collected everywhere. So a new customer is generated by receiving the specifically targeted campaign. He knows that on Saturday he can redeem his shopping points, which he has collected at the hairdresser, for 10 freshly baked buns for free. I got there and got 10 buns for free. So these are the things that I can address directly, meaning I have no more scattering losses, and I know exactly that the customer lives nearby. He has such points, so I can therefore place a very specific offer. It's so easy. He can receive the offer digitally on his mobile phone or by email. So the Cashback World also has a passive revenue generated for you, which runs in the background. All cardholders that you have supplied with your loyalty card belong to your customer club, and they can and will use this card at other loyalty merchants as well. Once they use them at other loyalty merchants, you benefit from their purchases. You therefore should have an interest in telling people to use their card for purchases at other companies, because you, of course, will benefit from these purchases too. The system thus rewards the purchasing activity of your customers in several ways. Whether they are booking their holiday trip using the cashback card or are getting a trendy haircut, you will also be rewarded with an indirect cashback. We call it marketing bonus. You are entering into a partnership with someone who, in addition to recommendation and cooperation marketing, ensures that an ever-increasing number of potential customers can get to know your business. Someone who places you on the websites of these collaborations as well. Yes, you can be found on the homepage of MotoGP and all major cooperations. You are entering into a partnership with someone who has been in this field for years, who is successful, who has already implemented the system in many countries, who has a lot of experience in customer loyalty in the field of retail, Who brings a lot of new developments from other countries to your country? For example, the topic of system development, know-how transfer, etc. We are constantly developing our program based on the experiences in different countries. Today, Cashback World has millions of members worldwide. They can make their purchases online and offline at hundreds of thousands of loyalty merchants receiving benefits. At these points of acceptance, members receive cashback and shopping points with each purchase, and are therefore offering you the opportunity to become a participant to this merchant network of independent, owner-managed businesses. In this merger, each individual member has access to modern and effective means of customer loyalty, which is otherwise reserved for the big companies. So, we have 3 options of how we can work together. There are 3 packages: light, basic, and professional. I offer and recommend the basic package because it contains everything you need for a proper start. Once you have gained some experience and require more information on, for example, your customers, or you wish to send out a customer satisfaction survey, you can, of course, switch to the professional pack. Or you might want to know how satisfied your customers are with your offers, or what you can do differently, or generate information on the opening hours. For example, we're open on Saturday at 6 o'clock. What do you think about the opening times? We now also offer a vegan sausage assortment at our butchers. Is this of interest to you? The possibilities are open to you, but the basic pack is a good starter tool, and you can then also introduce your own card. The main difference is that you now have your own customer loyalty card, which was previously not available in this form. What do you say to my offer? How do you like it? More customers, more sales, more income. Our program for securing the future of the owner-managed retail sector.